The food pantry program, or basically, we are like serving the low-income people, or like could be, we call emergency food pantry for the people who need their food right away, or like who are the low-income family. We can like give them a food for temporary needs. Yeah. And like since like we get it, like most of the food we get it from food bank. Most of the food that provide from the food bank are American food. Yeah. So like we're trying to looking for like something that they are recognized. Like, well, we don't have macaroni and cheese in Hong Kong.
Right.
Yeah, but we do have like green pepper, potato. So we try to get the fresh produce that like they know how to cook it, and they will eat it. So I'm more focusing on Chinese people, and most of the people, like a lot of people, are living in Chinatown around this area. But like some of the people, they were living like at a suburban area, like Solon or Palma. So they're kind of diversified. It's all Chinese, but like most of the people, they live in the Chinatown because it's more convenience. They can get their food around this area, and they don't have to drive, and they can they speak their language too. But like and that could be like some other people living around this area, but like they are kind of like very diversified. Yeah. Korean supermarkets and for Chinese, but like they are not focusing on Chinese, they focusing for the Asian food. So like I think we are all able to get the food in those supermarkets. If you're living like in the suburban, you may have to drive to get your own food. Like if you want to get fresh produce, it could be they will go to Dave's. It's cheaper.
It's cheaper.
Yeah, but if you want to get your traditional food, that they will go to the Asian supermarkets. Even though they may charge a little bit more, but like you will not find it at Dave's.
The concept is the same. Like after all the harvest, everybody's grateful, so we have this celebration. The date is slightly different, and basically people get together and they make. There's like certain food you have at that moment, just like like turkey for American Thanksgiving, or certain food we have. So those are the things we share.
About New Year, we used to celebrate like Nepali New Year that fall in this month. I think 3-4 days past, people celebrate.
For traditional Chinese people, they eat vegetables during the Chinese New Year. But like since we are kind of like a second generation, we don't really care about that. Celebrate the Mid-Autumn Festival, and when we eat mooncake at that time. So we are not going to like make the mooncake, we get it from the supermarket. I think we will celebrate Chinese New Year, but for Mid-Autumn Festival, it's like the Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So like it's a home gathering. You will eat the dinner together.
Like within the gap between this, we have to celebrate the festivals, no? But over here, because of lack of time and all, we celebrate shortly inside our house only. We can't gather, but we used to visit our relatives during that festival.
A lot of Koreans go to the church, and so they tend to celebrate things at the church. And then there's also Korean American associations in Cleveland area, and they do some celebration there too. Korean restaurants and one supermarket in Midtown area, but there's like several others scattered around. I don't think it's that difficult to access them. So it's just a little more expensive.
We do celebrate back over there, not here, because we have been here not more than 5 years. Yeah, about 2 years. Some families about very new here, so we have like it's, how can I say, you know, if we have been here long enough, and then we can have, you know, celebrate like Christmas, you know, and also New Year's. We have New Year's, but we haven't started yet.
Okay, right.
Yeah, we just go to like Chinese New Year or whatever. The population here about 300, not more.
I came here in 2000. We went to Canada and get the food
Really?
because like we don't have that's they have
Not that
it
popular.
not that much. If you really want to get snack or chips, you really you can get it in Canada but not here. So I think like it has to change, and we have more people, like higher population, so they may have more like different type of food, and also like more supermarkets around here, like green pepper, like cabbage. I think like Asian's cheaper than the Chinese one. But of course, we have the Asian vegetables that you are able to get it at the Asian supermarket. That's make a difference.
Grocery stores are so small here. The Korean grocery stores are so small here. Some people like go to Chicago because they have like bigger ones there. Like not very often, but
Yeah.
maybe once every 2 months, maybe.
Wow.
Brothers and sisters, they go to school, and they eat just American food. The reason is when they go to school, they eat like pizza or hamburger. When they come home, and they do not want to eat, you know, their traditional food, because normally we eat rice. And when they come home, they say, "Oh, I'm full," and then they just eat like snacks or whatever they see for the whole day. At home, we do not buy like French fry or chicken nugget. No, never. But when they go out with friends to school, and they do have those, so they are full, which means
Well, French fries are so like tasty, and like if you eat a lot, it's really fill you up.
and also the kids like sweet stuff because then they like it. You know, our food tastes weird.
When kids have to bring their own lunches, you know, and if it's different, like they'll pick on you. I've heard some stories like that. Right? So that might even discourage them more to be interested or like be more upfront about it. So